Yo, 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 what's good, everyone? The Sass are back off break. I hope everyone was able to enjoy the holidays. I hope, like another sports network, you was able to give a lot everybody some joy over the weeks, these last couple of weeks.
Hey,
You
Oh,
know,
we started with the bullshit, the fuckery already. Oh
no,
my god.
I'm just saying,
Ooh.
I thought it was a lot of joy getting passed around during the holidays. Like, I'm just saying,
I
what's
know
wrong
what
with
it
having
is.
some joy?
I know
What's
what
wrong
it
with
is.
having
My
some
turn.
joy?
It's my turn. You told me it was my turn.
I mean, I know. Apparently, this is very pricey, Corey. You sure you got that type of bread for it?
In the words of Jason Whitlock, that big rack, that peanut butter skin, I chose to stay away.
1.5 million. That's crazy.
Only a fat nigga will compare something to food, man. I know that man was thinking about having some jelly with that peanut butter with his fat ass, man.
Hey, like Cam said, you're not that guy. You're not my guy, and you're not that guy.
My bad, y'all. If y'all don't know what's going on, I think y'all need to go check your internets. But look, man, the Saps are back in town. What's good with Dave? What's good with you, man? Welcome back, man. How you been, man?
Hey, man, I'm just here. I showed up to pay my respects, man. President Jimmy Carter got laid to rest. I'm about to lay Oregon football to rest today. So
Oh
I'm,
my
I'm, I'm
God.
here for that.
I see what
I
time we
turned
on
over
today,
I
man.
turned over a new leaf and here y'all niggas go.
Corey, what's up, man? My man T, what's going on, man?
Not much, bruh. Just avoiding this mid ass football game that's on right now, bruh. Fuck these two teams, man. Fuck Penn State, bruh. Fuck Notre Dame.
Mm-mm.
Man, this is like college football version of like the Dallas Cowboys versus the Buffalo Bills, man. Like this shit, but it's worse. It's like some great value shit, man.
Yeah, this
Look
just
at this,
bad.
bruh. Drew Aller, 412 passing, bruh.
Mm.
I see why he going back to school. I mean, sure. I guess since we're here, man, let's just get straight into it, man. So one of the things with the boys was catching on, watching over these good old holidays when we not tending to like some family duties and everything was this year's college football playoffs. As we all know, it moved into a 12-team playoffs. If you won your conference, you got automatic bid, and at strength of conference, strength of schedule, and how you ended, it seeded you from 1 through 4. The other conference get an automatic an automatic a place in the playoffs. Clemson got in. SMU was 11. Ohio State fell down to 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was lackluster, y'all. One decent game, and it came down to like literally like the last half of the third and going to the fourth for it to get right. But the college football players didn't move me this year, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
I
It
don't care
didn't.
about if you're a conference champ, you should get in the playoffs, sure, but you shouldn't get a top four seed.
Mm-mm. No way.
Like, let's be real, bro. Like, Penn State had to play SMU, probably the weakest team in the field. No disrespect to them, right? At home, it's freezing cold. It just snowed the night before. Then you play Boise State. My thing is, and I'm not a fan of Oregon at all, but how does Penn State have an easier path to the semifinal than Oregon, who's the number one seed?
Yeah.
Like how is that? That's not fair. I know we're gonna get this Oregon slang off later, but let's be real, bro. Like that's ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Um, Notre Dame plays Indiana, another team that relatively
Fluke.
weak,
Fluke.
Luke. And then they you can't control injuries, but Georgia didn't have Carson Beck. I mean, that game was like I say underwhelming. Ohio State just been blowing people out. They've been mad at the world. And then Texas, yeah, they beat Clemson, but ACC. Let's be honest, bro. ACC's terrible this year, bro. Like they were 2-11 in bowl season. So anybody that played the ACC team is going to get a dub. And then, like I said, they gave us that one good game versus Arizona State, which nobody saw coming, but it took a fourth quarter rally. It was almost more of Texas tricking off than a good game from start to finish. Like we haven't got that yet. Um, it has been underwhelming, but people are watching. The networks are making money. The schools are making money. That's really all that matters to them. They got a fix the seeding process.
Yeah, agreed.
But yeah, bro, I don't want to hear some of these SEC teams complaining that didn't get in. Alabama lost to a 7-5 Michigan team.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a bowl game, and we know bowl games usually come down to who's more motivated. But what, like the SEC's kind of been underwhelming in bowl season, and whether it's fair or not, a lot of conferences get judged off of their bowl season performance because you're playing a team from another conference. So
Yep.
the SEC, with Georgia going down, Tennessee getting blown out, and then like you said, Texas struggling. And it's a down year for the SEC. I mean, they're still top to bottom, probably the best conference, but the gap isn't as wide as it used to. NIL, of course, has had an effect with that, and just a down year. I mean, they lost a lot of guys to the NFL, a lot of talent's gone. It's just one of them years, And then like the way the seedings lined up perfectly for the Big Ten. Ohio State and Oregon, one Big Ten team's going to advance, and then Penn State, like you said, had a cakewalk. So, the Big Ten's kind of at the top of the Big Ten. I would say they've been pretty strong the last couple years because Michigan won the championship last year. So these things go in cycles, but yeah, it's been very underwhelming for sure.
Yeah, we still got a chance with Ohio State and Texas, and I mean, depending on how that game goes, that may be the only interesting one or the one that's like most competitive. But I see the national championship not really being that competitive, no matter who's there. What I liked about the playoff is the first round, the home atmosphere, but I would have loved to see, like T was saying, the actual like what the top 4 seeds would be instead of it being just conference champions, because Boise State was not a 3 seed. They probably should have been like a 9 seed or a 10 seed or whatever. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that in the first round, and not the actual have the actual top 4 seeds get buys. But the home atmosphere was cool. They were all in cold weather places. I mean, it's December obviously, but they were all like Ohio and Indiana and Pennsylvania. So yeah, so I mean that's just what it is. But at least having the home playoff game was cool. It was a cool aspect.
I ain't gonna hold you. This whole bowl season just been underwhelming in general.
I remember bowl games used to mean something. Like bowl season used to mean something.
Yeah.
Even like the non-BCS bowls, like it felt like they mattered. Obviously playoff. When you expand and go to a playoff, that's what teams are striving for, and then guys, opting out. But man, like I remember growing up, like remember that Rose Bowl game where it's Texas versus Michigan, that kind of sprung more Texas to the national championship the next year. You don't really see that type of carryover from bowl season to the next season like you used to. Like, what was another game? Like sometimes, like I'll never forget when like USC destroyed Oklahoma in the BCS championship game. It took a long time for Oklahoma to rebound from that. Like you don't get those type of storylines in bowl season. Like we were looking forward to seeing what Colorado would do, and Travis Hunter, Heisman Trophy winner, Shador Sanders, possibly the top pick. Their last bowl game, they got smoked. And like some of the there were some decent bowl games, but like you said, overall it's just kind of underwhelming. Also because you have these mega conferences, like you don't have the intrigue of some of these teams that would probably be in other conferences. That matters as far as the build-up. Like Oregon versus Ohio State would have been an old school Pac-12 versus Big Ten game, but now it was just a rematch of a Big Ten game in the regular season. So I don't know if that affects the bowl
season. My nigga.
What up, niggas?
BT.
What
B
up,
Shiesty, his nigga has a Shiesty mask on. I got my Shiesty
boy.
It's cold as fuck, bro.
Yeah, it's about to be real different outside.
That ain't no fashion shit, bro. It's cold as fuck out here.
Come on, bro. You know you a smooth dude, bro.
Nah, bro. That ain't no fashion, bro. That shit cold as fuck down here, dog.
Yeah, man. We just talking about these college football playoffs, man. the lackluster
Underwhelming.
that it is and everything. But we was just wondering, did you spread a lot of joy during the holidays, man? Joy. We was just making sure, we was bringing the joy to our families this, during the holidays and everything, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I did that a little bit.
You know, put some racks up real quick for the, had to put some racks up,
Had some peanut butter on the rack.
Yeah, some peanut butter and jelly. Some peanut butter and jelly. Hey, 1.5 million. That's you, BT.
Nah. Hold on 1 second, y'all.
I swear that sports channel will find new ways to embarrass themselves. You don't even gotta do any work or anything, and they do it themselves. I tell you.
Frauds and Scammers One Network.
Yeah, the Freak Show. Freak Show.
Freak Show One.
Fools and suckers, they outdo themselves every time, man. Fools and suckers. I knew that network was shit from the get-go, bro. I knew it was shit from the get-go. They were trying to feature that Clay Eddie George fucked his wife or whatever.
Oh yeah.
They were trying to make dude a star. I was like, dude is not a star, man. What's that song? I'm not a star. He's not a star, bro. Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. Like, I knew it was fools and suckers from the get-go, man. I'm surprised.
Like I said, any network that hires Urban Meyer, I already know your intentions are. That's all I gotta say.
It's a bunch of it was a bunch of no names and ESPN rejects, man. That's all it is, dog. They want to be like ESPN so bad.
The irony, I should be like ESPN right now, but I guess. But I take a check though. ESPN. Don't. I'm just trying to get some jokes off, but please pay me.
Yeah.
Play us.
Yeah. But speaking of check though, like T was saying, I remember like I don't know, I guess the 2010s or whenever before people started opting out of bowl games, that players actually use bowl games to increase their draft stock. I remember like there were a lot of quarterbacks, running backs, a lot of people, like a lot of defensive guys that would use bowl games to increase their draft stock. But now they see it as more as a risk, especially now with NIL. So that's I guess that's just how like the times have changed. I'm not even sure if players like even do like the Shrine Bowl or the East West Bowl anymore like that, or I don't know, or whatever that's come to. But yeah, it's different. I mean,
they still do the Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Senior Bowl. Okay, yeah.
They still do that.
Yeah, they participate in that because that's where like majority of the scouts are going to be at for like that last minute lookout. But you playing against like a 7-6 like Buffalo team, that ain't gonna really motivate you. Towards the end of the season, that's just an extra games. People making business decisions, making precautions of what they want to do. I mean, it is that it is. Like I said, like especially with NIL, like college football just became minor league NFL. So the way that these mega conferences, you gotta travel from East Coast to West Coast and within the same conference now at an accelerated rate. So, that's what it just college football has come down to. Like traditions are dying year by year. Teams are barely keeping those alive now. It's all about bringing in the money to keep the schools up and keep their sports program. I mean, that's just the law of the land right now these days. So it's ugly, it's bitter. We don't get as much of like the great matches like we used to growing up, but at this point it's just a crapshoot thinking if we actually going to get a legit game and actually get the teams that's supposed to be really playing each other get to those type of games. So at this point, if you're gonna make a conference, you need to maybe even have more teams involved in the playoffs, because it's like we saw so many teams play each other within the same conference. Like it's crazy.
Problem is that we only have two good conferences though. I mean, the Big 12, ACC, even bowl season, they were terrible in bowl season. Like there's just not enough. Even with the expanded conferences, it's really like a has and a has not college football hierarchy. It usually is always like that. And some of the teams that we thought would be good are just been down this year, or had down years like Bama underachieved. Some teams have tougher schedules than others. Like I don't know if expanding would make the product better. I think it is.
So my question is, should the NCAA actually step in and actually do their own realignment?
They're not
No,
gonna do that.
Then no.
the SEC and Big Ten will pull out of the NCAA and start their own.
Yeah.
They already talk about doing anyway. Talk about some type of a pact between the two conferences to basically just pull away from the NCAA. So the NCAA really holds no weight anymore.
Exactly. I mean, we see it all the time. Like, look out, like last year with the whole Alabama situation. Like they finessed that joint entirely. So SEC, Big Ten, those are the two conferences. Like T said, like they just got more pull than anybody else, and they're going to dictate what's going to happen. Like the reason why we have a 12 playoff right now is majority because of those two conferences right there. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at the playoffs right now. You got 2 in the Big Ten, 1 in the SEC, and then you got Notre Dame. So, yeah, majority of them two conferences right there.
And it's trickling down to basketball too, because look at the SEC in basketball, like projected to have 12 teams in the NCAA tournament. Got a bunch of teams in the top 10. We've seen some good matchups over the weekend, and that league's going to cannibalize itself. Meanwhile, the ACC, which used to be like the gold standard college basketball, is just turned into a mid-ass conference. The ACC be lucky to get 4 or 5 teams in at the rate it's going.
Shit, 3.
I only see 1, and I hate them niggas. But
fuck them niggas.
Nah, I'm just going off the latest bracketology that I saw, but Carolina, like, one of the last 4 teams in, as of like last week, which is crazy to me, but that's just off a brand name. But that just goes to show you, bro, like all that football money and all the TV money trickles out in basketball. Look at the SEC's like rise in the last several years in basketball. Like it's all about the money. That's why you see teams like that's why North Carolina is like the team that those two conferences really want, because North Carolina has the basketball, the other sports as well. I won't be surprised if North Carolina leads the ACC. They're just waiting for Florida State and Clemson's lawsuit to resolve, see what happens with that, and if there's a way out, I think they're going to jump.
I think the ACC is going to go down like the Pac-12, honestly.
I was gonna say like the Big East is just gonna demolish on its own.
Now, I mean, the thing is, the Big East still have like traditional teams there. Well, on the basketball side, of course.
Oh yeah,
I'm talking about. I'm talking ACC. Like Pac-12, there's no Pac-12 anymore. It's like 2 teams that call themselves the Pac-12, but the Pac-12 is gone. ACC is in danger of being just like that.
Yeah, I agree.
I think what they're probably going to do when teams start leaving, they really going to be shuffling around to find teams. They're going to bring in teams like Cincinnati. They may try to.
But that's not. But we're not going to give a fuck at that point. We're not going to get like. Let's be real. Like we don't even get. We don't. Nobody cares about SMU's doing good. Nobody cares about SMU being in the ACC. Nobody cares about California being in the ACC. So let's be real. Like Syracuse came in that joint like 10 years ago. Now they're irrelevant. The biggest news coming out of Syracuse is Melo Son's going there. Like that's the biggest like news that came out of Syracuse in like the last decade. His son going to Syracuse. Like Pittsburgh, what have they done for the conference? Nothing. And then you got your premier teams like Clemson's starting to struggle a little bit now. Miami's been struggling. Florida State's like last title in football was 10 years ago. So it's like, and then we talking about basketball. When was the last ACC title? It was y'all since what? Like when y'all lost, when y'all won the last title last time.
It was Virginia
19. Exactly. So 5 years removed, and like people already care. Like the coaches already left. Like 2020 gone.
Yeah, it's a new day in college basketball, man. It's all about NIL and money, and the ACC, because you signed a horrible TV contract. We talked about before, but no sports league, no conference should ever sign a 20-year TV deal. That's absurd.
Yeah,
that's way too long.
And they're stuck in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and talking about we got to figure out ways to make new revenue. Like I was at media day, and then hearing the commission talk about, we're trying to invent new ways to make money and distribute money and all that stuff. It's not gonna matter, bro, because like ESPN treats the ACC like a second tier league. Like they're putting SEC games on the forefront, and ACC games are on ACC network. Like Carolina literally gets demoted to the ACC network for half of their games now, because ACC basketball doesn't matter when you got all these ranked SEC teams in.
Yeah,
they'll put Duke on ESPN or ESPN2, but like I said, the other ACC gets good. Oh, ACC Network or CW or whatever
Yeah,
knockoff.
the
Oh
CW.
God,
Yeah, the
God,
CW.
yeah, like CW having ACC games hurts, man. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
no.
yeah, the CW.
And then occasionally you might get a game on CBS, but that's what the ACC's become. That's what the ACC's been rendered to, a second tier league, man. ESPN don't care, bro. Like the only time they'll care about ACC basketball is when Carolina plays State or Carolina plays Duke or like I said, no other team's
Kentucky,
really
like
relevant.
Kentucky, some shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
yeah.
is what college sports is, man. You gotta. It's all about the money, bro. It's all about the bread, bro. My bad, y'all. I'm looking at this fraud, Kurt Herbstreit on my television, bro. Fuck, nigga.
Hey, man.
Hey, yo, since we here, I was going to say
I was
we
like,
got you.
speaking of
We
fuck
got.
niggas. Speaking
No,
of fuck
wait, Dave. Not yet. Not yet. I just want to make sure we get some predictions of who we think is going to end up winning this thing between Ohio State and Texas before we get started.
Ohio State, bro. Ohio State gonna win the Natty, bro. I hate to say it, bro, but they're gonna win the Natty.
Okay, we got one. Anybody else?
I'm gonna go Ohio State.
Ohio
too.
State gotta win. Yeah, they gotta win.
I'm gonna go
All
Ohio
right,
State.
They winning that
man. I'm keeping the faith with Archtavius, man. He's gonna come in the second half and steal that shit.
shit.
Also,
Hey, BT, I love that you stand on business, bro. I love how you stand on this shit, bro. You be so serious, dog.
You know he is.
I'm serious, bro. Fuck them niggas.
but speaking of Ohio State, we know the main reason why they play in Texas is because they stomped the shit out of this one team that's over glorified, that's over branded, shoes wearing, infinite combos, but infinite L's having.
Are you talking about clicks? Oh,
They play for clicks.
Yeah.
They don't play for clicks. They find, but they still get lit. Like
Terrible. Oh, okay, man. I feel like I'm about to enter the Rap City basement with this, dog. So y'all just gotta bear with me for a few minutes. I'm about to entertain y'all. I'm gonna do my best to entertain y'all real quick. But man, yeah, as Dre said, man, 2025 started off with a fuck nigga from Eugene, Oregon, taking an L to Ohio State. Yeah, they shouldn't have played Ohio State that first game, but it is what it is. It's not my problem. You're gonna get these bars. So let's go ahead and let's play this video. Let's go ahead and play this video to get started. Oh, shit, my bad.
Not flash, rooted in substance. Not flash, rooted in substance. Today, we talk with our pads. You talk with your helmet, right? Every moment. The Cinderella story is over, man. Right? They're fighting for clicks. We're fighting for wins. There's a difference, right? There's a difference, right? This game ain't going to be played in Hollywood. It's going to be played on the grass, right? It's going to be played on the grass. And let's go.
Yeah. We play for. We're rooted in substance. This game ain't gonna be played on Hollywood, but it's gonna be played on the grass. They're fighting for clicks. We're fighting for wins. Rooted in substance. What substance? An illegal substance? Do we need to drug test you, Dan Lanning? Is that what we need to do?
oh man, here we go.
Man, what? Like, we didn't play in Hollywood. This game is played on the grass. The Rose Bowl's in Southern California, Pasadena to be exact, 17 miles away from Hollywood. It was pretty damn close, Coach. It was pretty damn close. It was pretty damn close.
Damn.
They're fighting for clicks. We're fighting for wins. Okay, yeah, you said that. Look, man, I played that clip because at that point in time, I made the decision, or I knew, like, in my right mind, I was like, I don't like this nigga. Don't like this nigga. Look, we fight Oregon or Dan Lanning. Let me ask you a question. Who y'all play this week? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I guess y'all didn't fight hard enough. Those wins that you fight for, that you talk about you fighting for, you ain't fight hard enough. Look, man, I knew that Oregon was gonna go undefeated after they beat Ohio State, and they probably shouldn't have beat Ohio State if Ohio State had managed to clock better in that first
Ryan Day trick off.
First game this season, you're probably sitting at one loss, and we might have saw that rematch in the Big Ten championship game, and who knows, we might not even have seen Oregon in the playoff, or they may have just barely got in. So look, bro, I knew they were gonna go undefeated after they played Ohio State. They played a bunch of brand names. Like that's like going to the grocery store and buying Frosted Flakes, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Apple Jacks, Cheerios, and Honey Bunches of Oats, but have no spoon, have no bowl, and have no milk. You have all these brands, but what you got to show for it? Nothing. Like, look, Dan Lanning, you're just Lincoln Riley with a better win percentage and some muscles. Like that's it, bro. Like, dude, I ain't got look. My records ain't got a sale, nigga. I go diamond off of my slander, nigga. I ain't no politician. I ain't got a pander, nigga.
What the fuck?
Hey, man. I'm just saying. There's no I in slander, but there's my initial somewhere in that motherfucker. But hey, look. All these jersey combinations, just because you have like the Nike headquarters right down the street, how's that worked out for you? I'm gonna keep saying it again, bro. All this Oregon football shit for the last 25 years. Like you have all these like quarterbacks and all these people that have gone to the NFL respectfully. You got Justin Herbert and all these other guys that have gone to the NFL out of offense, LaMichael James and all these guys. But there's a reason why Jeremiah Smith gave that warning shot to y'all. How does it feel? Darren, how does it feel for a freshman wide receiver to give you a warning shot and still kill your ass? What, you OVO or something? The other vaginal option? Is that who you are? Is that who you are now? Is that who you are now? Is that who you are? I mean, you are close to Canada. You are pretty close to Canada, so I can see it. But how does it feel for a freshman wide receiver to give you a warning shot to let you know, hey, you play man on me, no matter what coverage you put on me, I'm gonna bust your ass. And you still let him do it. He went to the West Coast. All you did was take an hour, 2 hour flight down to California. He took a 6 hour flight over there and bust your ass. You let that happen. But that's what you do. Hey, that little Oregon symbol, you think that shit stands for Oregon? That shit stands for the amount of playoff wins they have in the last 7 years. That's what it stands for.
Damn.
That's what it stands for. Rooted in substance. We fight for clicks. They fight for clicks. We fight for wins. What the fuck does that mean, Dan Lanning? What does that mean? It don't mean nothing. You lied to us again every year. You walk around big and bad. You just the college football version of Nate Oates, bro. You walk around big and bad, like you the baddest motherfucker in college football. Now that Nick Saban's not here, you walk around like you the baddest motherfucker. College game day be riding your dick. Pause. And all these interviews that they have with you every single week, and you just be on that motherfucker smirking like, yeah, these motherfuckers like, like smirking like you about to go win it all. You ain't about to win shit. You ain't about to win shit. Come on, bro. And you're gonna do it again. You're gonna do it again next year. Just like Oregon football and Gonzaga basketball are twins. They're like this. They're just like this. Every year, you expect both of them gonna be good in the regular season. You can expect that both of them are gonna be really good in the regular season. But when it really matters, when something is on the line, when a championship is on the line, you know what's gonna happen. They're gonna fold like laundry. That's what's gonna happen.
Speaking of Canada, bro, it's some nasty work coming out of that country. That's a whole other topic for a whole other day, bro. They just keep taking L's up there, bro. Some nasty work going on in that OVO dungeon.
I don't even remember what OVO initially stands for. I just know that's the other vaginal option now, man. That's all I know it for now. Lee, all these lawsuits. Lee, the freak show lawsuit. Now you got this UMG lawsuit. Lee, all this sucking shit going on, man.
Oh Only thing popping out of Canada is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, bro. That's the only thing popping.
And
MVP,
Chuba
bro.
Hubbard. And Chuba Hubbard.
I don't know. I should be asking Dan Lanning, aren't you Muslim? That's what I should be asking him.
Ew.
Before you hit up on the dark web, bro.
Oh Lord.
Oh my God.
I just had to cook that. We ain't gonna hear too much. They gonna do the same shit again next year, bro. They gonna dominate. They gonna get a bunch of wins.
Facts.
And then when it's time to get to the playoffs, they can be fighting for clicks. That's all they gonna do.
They're not winning the Big Ten next year. I can already tell you that right now. So they're just gonna come out with some new jersey combination 632, whatever. Beat Minnesota in it, lose to 6th ranked. Who gives a fuck?
I don't know, Michael Jordan. I thought you sponsored winners, man. I think it's time to take that. I think it's time to take them logos somewhere else. Take them jersey combinations somewhere else. Oregon ain't doing the job.
Oregon ain't gonna never win one, bro.
This was the year to do it. This was the year to do it.
I ain't gonna hold you. They got some talent coming in next year. I gotta see what their quarterback gonna be though. They got some talent coming in next year.
They always have talent coming in. We seen the talent. We be like, damn. We was like, damn, this is talent.
Since Chip Kelly.
Now they had to since my dude, what's my nigga name? What's his name? Derek Dixon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis Dixon.
Dennis Dixon.
Yeah, Dennis Dixon.
Yeah, okay.
But that's the thing about Oregon, man. When you think about who comes out of Oregon, most of it is always on the offensive side. Like, yeah, you got guys like Haloli Nada and Thibodeau and some other like front seven guys that have come out of Oregon. But name some DBs that have come out of Oregon. Name any DBs. I only know like a few. I only know like the Gonzalez dude on the Patriots and Patrick Chung. Those are the only dudes I know. And
no, that's it. But it was this dude, they top receiver, Decorian Moore. He was supposed to go to LSU, but he flipped to Oregon or whatever. So his favorite receivers all came from LSU. I'm like, bro, choose an Oregon receiver, bro. But then I thought about it. I'm like,
LSU not getting a receiver. That's crazy.
They don't got no receivers in the league, bro.
LSU not getting a receiver. That's crazy. They normally get them all.
Hey, but that money, man, money talks, bro. NIL changed the game, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
They paid that kid, so hey, get your money. I ain't mad at it. But get you an Oregon receiver though, bro. Don't hop on LSU receivers no more, bro. Get your Oregon receiver.
Man, who you got to choose from? DeAnthony Thomas? Who
I don't know. He can find somebody, bro. But leave LSU receivers alone though. Get you one from Oregon, bro. Get you one from there.
Yeah, I guess them
he
clicks.
Can find one. Get on the Googles, man. You'll find one.
I guess them clicks be paying a lot of money, man. Them clicks.
So it's clear. It's definitely joy going on in Eugene, Oregon. So
apparently not. I know they got 1.5 million. I don't see why not.
Oh, we know they can cover 1.5 million easily. They can definitely. Nike can definitely cover that tab easily. Yeah. I mean, is it a smart business? I don't think so, but I know that they definitely got that 1.5 for it.
I don't know, man. They need to go watch our last episode. Stop simping and follow the money. And they ain't stopped simping.
I told you because they said it was their turn.
It's my turn.
That man was pounding the desk for a cry for help. That shit was sad.
No, gripping the table around the cake. I promise that was the day. I saw how he was gripping that table. That was nasty work.
Brother was starving, bro.
He had a couple down.
Ernestine must got a desert in there, bro.
Got 1.5.
Breakfast of champion head ass nigga.
He put that Cowboys jersey on. He picked it up out the trash can, knocked it off real quick. Hey, we're gonna win championships today.
I mean, T, do you expect water from anything from them dry ass Brown and Cowboys takes? What you expect? Tired ass, dry ass shit, man.
That nigga. Oh my God, bro.
Hey, I saw somebody make a good point though. They was like 1.5 and she turned it down. That's kind of crazy. I don't know how true that would be. I guess she wanted the Arab.
Nah, when this nigga said,
when
this nigga said your father's a Muslim though,
He was like, don't they got 3 or 4 wives? I'm like, bro, that's
Yo,
That's
That's-
one.
That's a desperate. That's a desperate man.
Golly.
he was selling. He had to pitch it real quick. I know about sales. He was out there selling, boy.
Hey, chill, son.
yeah, make the elevator pitch, bro.
Yeah, quick 90-second pitch, real quick. I know the moves.
damn, man.
Mm.
That's tough, bro.
Didn't your father
Skip was on
have
the
like
honey pack,
4 or 5
bro.
wives? Okay,
I don't know, man.
cook.
Skip was on the honey pack of the maca root, man.
I swear. That's all they got. Honey Pass, Maca Root, Blue Chews. That's all they got over there, man. That's a nasty ass
Yeah.
network over there, man.
Rose Sparks.
Then y'all got your man.
Oh, never mind.
Y'all-
They not buying Unk product no more. Never mind. They're not doing that.
Then y'all got y'all mans. They showed him on Twitter. He was up in the house with his socks off. Anytime you at a girl house with your socks off, you know what time it is.
Golly, man. All these famous Nigerians suck, man. They always Golly, all suck.
Dang, what you old, bruh?
All of them suck, man. Get some real niggas, man. Bring some real niggas from my country, man. Golly. Udoka fumbled. Acho's a lame. I still hate Rotimi for that power roll. Man.
No, that Rise Up song was trash, bro.
Hey, chills.
Speaking of rising up, man, fuck the Falcons, bro.
Turn it up.
The NFL segue. The NFL segue.
Yes,
Hey, all right, hold on. Hey, Corey, I'm shaking your hand, Corey. I'm shaking your hand, Corey. T, I'm shaking your hand, T. I'm shaking your hand. I'm shaking your hand, Dave. I'm shaking your hand, BT. I love when I love the bat to bat. I love the bat to bat. That's what we call. That's what we back where I'm from. We call that you just jump somebody. That's what I call that.
Straight up. Y'all did the job. We appreciate
boys.
that.
Hey, the Carolina Reaper, man. We ended another season. That's what we do out this bitch. Either it's your job or your season. Which one you want?
Boy, the irony of Bryce Young looking more like Michael Vick than Michael Penix out there is crazy to me.
Nasty work. But
How you got all that talent, bro, and you get 44 dropped on you? In Atlanta.
Man, let's talk about it. Falcons fumbled the whole season with that roster.
They sure did.
Remember what I said in the NFC South episode? I specifically said they should run away with that division. But what did they do? They fumbled that shit away.
Kirk Cousins, man.
Talent, bro. They had all that talent, bro. Like all the talent to win that shit.
Yeah,
It's Atlanta, bro. What we call it jiggling.
The most talented team in the division, man.
Mm-hmm.
And Tampa Bay had injuries. 2 of their best receivers was hurt for like a month.
Shit, half the year.
Tampa Bay ain't had defense in like 4 years.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they went other places. Yeah, so
they slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of it, man, we ain't going to talk about the trash team anymore, man. You know, there's actually teams that make the playoffs and everything, man. You know, it's looking pretty good on both sides, man. Like, it's crazy. Like, a lot of these teams had to damn near win like 10, 11 games just to get into the dance. Like, it's been crazy, especially on the NFC side. Like, crazy year. But, I mean, what y'all looking more forward to in these playoffs? Like, what expectations y'all got for certain teams and players and everything?
I want to see if anybody going to be able to knock off Patty. Because Patty going to come in pissed.
Yeah, because he didn't make All-Pro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He didn't make All-Pro. He didn't make Pro Bowl. He going to come in pissed. So I want to see who will knock him off.
I get it, but we understand why, though, right? Though,
absolutely.
Okay.
But, we understand why, but still, that we know because we saw the show, we saw quarterback. That's gonna do nothing but put a chip on his shoulder.
I will say Kansas City has been playing the right type of ball the last month of the season, pretty much right on schedule like they was doing last year. Yeah. Like once they got to December, it's like all of a sudden they was showing things were starting to click, offense starting to roll. So we're gonna see.
The only team that has beat them in the past 4 or 5 years in the playoffs ain't even there.
Oh
yeah.
I mean, they could have been there, but Kansas City rested their starters the last game.
Yeah, you know what type of time they was on.
I know what I was on. And Kelsey said they wasn't ducking no smoke. Nigga, y'all was ducking that smoke. Stop fucking lying.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, were there other teams that set their starters throughout the weekend? Yes or no?
Yeah, there were.
Okay. Okay.
The reason they're not in the playoffs is because they lost that first game to me.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So, but let's be real though. Kansas City did not want to see Joe Burrow and them in the playoffs though.
Not this Joe Burrow now.
Not any. I mean, like the last two times that Joe beat him that other time, and then the last time, if it wasn't for like a bad defensive play, we might be talking about something else right now.
Last two times came to bad defensive plays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the last two times they played together overall, just like in the playoffs though. Yeah,
late hit.
Yeah. Undisciplined at the wrong moment.
But I mean, I guess on the NFC side, I'm looking to see what the Eagles do because they sat Saquon that last game of the season. And to me, like I heard like all the opinions on ESPN and everything about whether he should have gone for it. I would have given him like at least a quarter or a half to try to do it. Now I think about it like, okay, like Jalen Hurts isn't playing.
No, he's playing.
Oh, he's playing. Okay,
yeah,
but he's
upgraded today.
He's not 100% though, right?
Nope.
Yeah, you're playing, a Packers team that, I mean, they struggled. They struggled a little bit to end the season, but I mean that's still a team that can beat you in the playoffs. So, I mean, it's just
but
it's just gonna be all for nothing. Like you get no title and you get bounced out.
I mean, I put it like that: if they do not win the Super Bowl, period, I don't care where they get bounced out. They don't win the Super Bowl, period. Like the amount of slander I have coming their way because this is not one of those like records where it's like, oh, somebody can do this in like the next season or like somebody's going to break it. It's like this record has been standing for so long. And I know it's going to be different because, he had more games and everything like that. People are arguing about the temps and everything. It doesn't matter. It was like this record has been standing for so long. And when Adrian Peterson tried to break it, the Vikings were going to the playoffs. And the Vikings still put Adrian Peterson out there because they at least gave him the opportunity to go for history. Yes, the other team, Lester Frazier, they fucked it up at the end. But at least he got a chance to play in the game to try to break the record. Y'all pretty much was like, okay, we're just gonna pull everybody. We got our second seed. I'm like, but the chance of like something different in history was on the line, and y'all just say no. So Philly, if y'all don't go to the Super Bowl, if y'all don't win this month, just understand y'all gonna have a lot of shit coming y'all way.
So check this out, because I was talking to one of my homeboys at work, and he made real good sense of this. Think about it with those offensive linemen. Like even if they decided that they want to go and leave and go to another team, that's contract talk right there. I was on the offensive line for someone who broke the rushing record. Like that's a lot of brownie points that you get. So it's not only just
that's legacy. That's legacy shit.
It's not just an accomplishment for Saquon, but it's also an accomplishment for his entire.
It's a team accomplishment.
Yeah,
like it's a team like your team will feel good that y'all broke something that stood the test of time for this long.
Yeah,
like all these running backs that got 2,000 yards, all these great running backs that played. Period. Like y'all was just this close to breaking that joint.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Fuck Philly.
But that's what I'm interested in seeing because this can easily go off for nothing.
Oh, they better not lose that game. They getting jumped.
Yeah, Green Bay though. I think Watkins he tore his ACL the last game of the season, so that's a big loss for them.
Yeah, he was their deep threat.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm curious to see. I mean, Lamar, man, like you gotta get it done at some point, man. You're probably gonna win your third MVP, bro, but you can have all these MVPs and not have a Super Bowl appearance, let alone Super Bowl victory, bro. You gotta get it done, bro. I mean, Kansas City's vulnerable.
I don't know. I don't know. It's another player in another league that's getting number MVPs, and they trying to say he top 10 all time. So I don't know.
Yeah, but you notice how all this pressure's on Lamar, but Jokic can blow 20-point leads at home in Game 7 and then blow a double-digit lead in the Olympics, and don't sit there and talk about, well, he was going against LeBron. And I'm like, Serbia had NBA players on that team too, bro. I don't want to hear this shit, bro. The way y'all glaze this dude, bro, if he was as good as y'all glazed him up to be, bro, he would have.
A 20-point lead is a 20-point lead. I don't care how you slice it.
Exactly.
And then like that Olympic choke job as well, bro. Like I don't care. Y'all said that to well, Serbia. I'm like, they have pros on that team, bro.
Didn't they say Joker's the best player in the world? So why does it matter what we have on our team when you have the best player in the world? Because that was the argument for why USA was winning all these years, right? Because we had the best player in the world on our team. Am I correct? Am I wrong? So when other countries so-called has the best player in the world, therefore he should, when he's up by said 20 points, should be able to finish the deal. Especially when in Olympic basketball, there's literally 8 less minutes than a regular NBA game.
Man, look, bro. If Kobe Bryant blew a 20-point lead at home in a Game 7, right? If LeBron James blows a 20-point lead at home in a Game 7, right? Kevin Durant, they're getting absolutely cooked.
Yeah.
Like, Jokic blows a 20-point lead at home in a Game 7.
Quiet.
Like, on to the next story. Oh, Minnesota versus Dallas. Like, no. Why this man not getting slandered for that? Don't sit there and talk about, his PER and he didn't get the job done. I don't give a fuck what metrics say, bro. He didn't get the job done. He was getting locked up by Nas Reed, and Nas Reed, but don't get me wrong, he's a good player. But if you're a Jokic, you're getting locked up by Nas Reed down the stretch, bro. And you're supposed to be a quote unquote top 10 player. You're supposed to be better than Hakeem Olajuwon, bro. Better than David Robinson. Please.
They told me he was better than Shaq.
Shit.
Fuck out of here. Hey, for you YNs, bro, you notice, look up David Robinson, bro. Look at his stats. Make sure the stat of like Wemby's first, I think, 100. Something versus David Robinson. Numbers are better than Wemby's, bro.
And Wemby's going crazy.
YNs, look up David Robinson, bro. Underrated, bro. Very underrated, bro.
I mean, you know, these young niggas don't be knowing, bro. They just see what's
that 99 Spurs team was different, though.
Nah, them niggas was different.
Yeah.
Y'all know that one of my favorite point guards of all time up there, so I got to talk my shit a little bit.
You talking about talking about 99 Spurs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Avery Johnson.
Avery Johnson.
Yeah, y'all know I love Avery.
I know that was your favorite point. Okay.
No, that's one of my favorite point guards. I love Avery. I mean,
he's solid, bro.
Yeah, he was solid.
You know, the Lakers have to bust that ass in the next couple of years, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, until 03.
Hey, bro, Lakers or Spurs was a real competitive rivalry, bro, for about 10 years. Bro.
Yeah. Nah, legit hoops. Man.
Yeah, them early 2000 West Coast games, Lakers and Kings. That was around the time when the Suns were starting to come up too.
Yeah, the Jailblazers
coming up.
Yeah, Jailblazers. Yeah.
Nostalgia.
How do you segue? Elite Western Conference play this elite? Let's not get, bro.
Nah, that was the best.
Damn.
And nah, y'all was at Juju.
We saw Juju Watkins though, bro.
Y'all was good.
Oh no, I'm just saying like I saw a great game last night. I'm just saying it's like I can't do two things at once. I mean, shit, I could probably put the game on my phone, but I can't do two things at once. Like, bro, I was watching Merlin hoop, bro. But yeah, nice to know what like that game last night was legit though.
That game was filthy.
Yeah.
Bro. Like,
I think OKC's in good position, bro, because no Chet, no Caruso, had a chance to win the game down the stretch. I mean, Allen and Mobley did what they did, but I mean, Oklahoma City, they held their own as best as they could in the paint. I wish Chet could play next week. Possibly he's returning soon, but I don't think he'll return for next week. But I think when they get Chet back, they have that second body in the paint.
Yeah, it's going to change up a lot.
They're going to be and a shot blocker because a lot of times, like Garland was getting to the rim and finishing, and then Todd Jerome was hitting his floaters. If you had Chet back there, I think it alters a couple of those shots. So I think Oklahoma City actually in a loss comes out pretty well, feel pretty good about themselves. They just got, in my opinion, I know you guys talk about chemistry. They gotta get somebody else that can score a bucket because sometimes it's really SGA make a play, like their offense gets a little too
Dependent.
bogged down at times, in my opinion. Like Jalen Williams is a good player, but right now he's your number 2. I think he's really a 3 or a 4. You gotta get somebody that can really score, stretch the floor, put the ball on the floor, create.
Yeah,
That's what they're down. That's what killed them in the playoffs was Dallas last year. It was really when the game time to it was like SGA versus Kyrie.
yeah.
And
They get to like Lou Dort games from shooting from 3, and I noticed that about them because when they played the, I think it was like the Celtics the other night or the Knicks, somebody, it's like Lou Dort had to get crazy from 3 for them to get back in the game, and that was like the difference towards the end of the game. So it's like
Speaking of
you
that,
can't,
OKC Boston game was elite too. That
yeah,
was elite as well.
and that's
They
when
play
like
good
Lou Dort
games out
went
of
crazy.
teams, man.
So they do. I feel like that's why I said I feel like they like need one more move before they get into the postseason. Like I said, they just need scoring either from the post or something to somebody to help SG out
Yeah,
because
man.
they
How y'all feel
they
about the
half
Cavs
court
though?
games crazy.
Are we taking the Cavs seriously, bro, or is it still Boston versus everybody else in the East?
It's still Boston, bro.
Yeah, I
It's
think
still
Boston gonna find a way around the Cavs.
I feel like I've seen this story before with Donovan Mitchell in the West.
Oh shit.
Maybe not at this rate of wins and everything, but I felt like I saw this story with Donovan Mitchell in the West.
No, you're right.
Like Utah,
his last year. It wasn't his last year, but it was that year before his last year.
like Utah having like a great season and everything. They beating everybody. They got momentum. Crazy win to being good teams. Yeah, this is a good regular season game and everything. But okay, what's really going to happen in the offseason?
I'll make a case for Cleveland. Here's why. If coaching, Kenny Atkinson's done a good job with this team. I think coaching, they've improved in the coaching department, number 1. Number 2, Evan Mobley's improvement. He played well in the postseason last year, but he's really taking a step. He's stronger. He's more assertive. He has more of an offensive game. And then, like I said, with him and Allen, that big-to-big passing, there's not a lot of teams that can really defend both of them at the same time. They can go to that as well. The one issue I have with Cleveland is Garland is small and Mitchell's not that big either. When you're going up against Drew Holiday and Derek White, they're really going to have to find ways to free them up. And then their role players, Struz, Ty Jerome, Karis LeVert, Isaac Okoro, like those guys are going to have to like win you a game against a team like Boston. You need your role players to win you a game. But I think Cleveland, they were competitive last year. But like it was a 5-game series, but all those games are close. So I think it'll be a 6-game series, possibly 7-game series. I'm actually going what I saw because Cleveland defends well and their offensive efficiency and their numbers are strong. I just don't know.
It depends on what Boston. It depends on what Boston team they play because we know how those Boston games get. Because you would get a game where Jason Tatum is completely disappearing in the second half, and JB he done took over and he done dropped 35. Or you may get it where Tatum hasn't taken over and he still disappeared, and Jaylen Brown still only give you like 15 points. So it's one of those things because we know Jason Tatum, he's gonna disappear, but he's also still gonna have those real big games as well. So it just really depends on what Boston team you play.
Not only that, I think Cleveland they shoot a lot of threes as well. Are they going to get sucked into playing that Celtic style ball instead of using their advantage with Mobley and Allen in the paint? Are they going to be disciplined? And if the 3 ball is not falling, are they going to just keep jacking them up, or are they going to go use their bigs? And then as well, like I think that's really going to be a question, their style of play, because they have the bigs, and Allen and Mobley games are enough where you can have both on the floor, but are they going to take advantage of that, or are they going to get baited into playing that Celtics ball and jack up 53s? Because like you said, Boston would have a game where they'll go 8 for 44 in the difference Oklahoma City. But in my opinion, that was more of Oklahoma City. Yeah, they missed some, but that was Oklahoma City's defense and defensive
Yeah.
schemes and how they cut off the pick and rolls in the driving lanes. And I don't think Cleveland has that because Garland and Mitchell are smaller guards. When it's SGA and Lou Dort,
And Jalen
Casey
Williams,
Wallace,
Caruso,
Aaron Wiggins versus Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, I think that's where Boston has a little bit of an edge. But I try to make a case for Cleveland. I know people don't buy them, even their record's crazy, but I know people don't buy them. I'm going to make a case that I'll try to make a case for them, but I think Boston will win. I hope we get Boston versus Oklahoma City finals. I think that's what the NBA needs.
Yeah.
You got the small market Oklahoma City team versus the Celtics. Like,
boy, racism is on 20 during that time. It's gonna be on 20. We need that racism.
7 games of that, man. Jeez.
Oh my God, keep that up.
I would love that. But I think if the Cavs make the conference finals, I think that's still a successful season, though.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Because you're 32-4.
Yeah, but
and
I'm saying that because I don't see them beating the Celtics. If they play
losing
Boston
to the defending champions,
if they lose to Boston in the conference finals, then
especially if they push it to 6. If they push,
we don't see it that way. But we have that type of record, in regular season, it's finals or it's championship or bust.
It's.
They remind me of Atlanta back in like 15, 16.
Man, that's exactly what I was thinking. But they're better though. But they're better than that team because there's a star. They have a star. They have a star.
Yeah.
That team was successful because they passed the ball around. Everyone moved around. They shot the ball well. That's what made it work.
Yeah, that was just great ball movement.
Yeah, great ball movement.
That was made it work. But then when they played Cleveland in the conference finals, LeBron and them shut all that shit down. Like all that perimeter defense that the Cleveland had, they shut all that down. So
and that's how I feel with Boston and them too. Boston got that perimeter defense, bro. I mean, I hope they can take Boston, bro. I want them to, man. Fuck Boston. I don't see it right now. I have to see it.
I mean, yeah. Oh, go ahead, Dre.
I mean, I'm just saying, if we talking about expectations, I agree with T. They should be thinking that we should be going to the finals. If we're making this much of a gap between us and the rest of the East, like your expectations is like, yeah, we should, even though Boston's the defending champ, you should feeling more confident that we can take them out because we played them tough last year, like T said, and then this year, this is probably like our shot to do it because Boston, they still a great team. They just seem a little bit less dialed in like they were last year. You know, when you win a championship, you sometimes, you get a little fat and you're not as hungry anymore. But Boston, no mistake about it, is a great team. But only 4 games you lost within the first 35, first 40 or whatever. That's a insane amount of wins, right? Yeah. So, like, you got to be thinking, oh, we at least going to these finals. Like, not making it out of the conference at this point, it's going to be a disappointment. Especially the way, like, you looking at possibly maybe 2 to 3 All-Stars coming out of this team. And then some All-NBA defenders coming off of this team. This team is built to try to go to the finals the way they're playing. It's all about, do you believe you can do it or not? Their expectation is going to the finals at this point.
16, you're on a 2016 Warriors, 96 Bulls type of pace at the moment. Like, it's championship or bust. That should be their expectation. Our expectation is different, but what their expectation should be is championship or bust because, you got to the semifinals last year. Like I said, you played Boston tough, probably tougher than any team in the playoffs, to be honest with you.
And that was without Donovan Mitchell the last 2 games.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see. Like, that's going to be a matchup, and hopefully the networks promote that as such. But we know what ESPN wants. They want the Knicks and the Celtics in the conference finals. And let's be honest, bro. Thibodeau's already playing dudes 40 minutes a game right now, bro.
They're going to lose in 5.
Cal already out.
Yeah, like, yeah, like, we know what Tibbs is doing, bro. It's a damn shame, bro. We saw Derrick Rose get his jersey retired, bro. He should still be playing, but Thibodeau's a criminal, man.
Let's talk about something positive. Shout out to my GOAT GM, because he's just out here beating every agenda that's coming against him. No agenda for him shall prosper against Sam, the God, Presti. This man went out and got Black Zay. He went out and got my white GOAT, AC Alex Caruso. And I do feel like he's gonna make one more move by the break and bring in another scorer, just so he can solidify this championship. Because I really do see OKC making this move. They win this championship. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be the start of a new dynasty, but it's just gonna set some unprecedented movements that GMs are gonna try to make. They're gonna try to use the Presti way of things. Because if we think about it, Presti has been doing this now since KD.
Yeah, but they fumbled KD, Durant, and Westbrook, bro.
Hey, people can learn from
$4 million, bro. Over $4 million, bro. And
people can learn from their mistakes.
This is true.
And plus the way that the cap is going now, the cap really don't even fucking exist if we thinking about it.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. It's hurting teams right now. Because one inferior point guard, shooting guard, wherever, up in New Orleans, decided he was going to try to help his bum-ass team out, thinking it was going to propel them to anywhere. Now these MFers got more tanks than fucking DC and shit. Now look where they at.
They going to have a fire sale. His ass getting traded.
And now look where Minnesota is at. Minnesota had one of their best seasons ever last year, and all because of this new CBA and whatnot. These Bama's always had to trade experiment that they traded over 5 picks for and blew that joint up in less than 2 seasons. Tragic.
Mm-hmm. And then that's why you see, some of these other teams, try to make the trades and stuff like that. That whole second apron, bro, it's like that's why Denver can't really make a move like that because I'm going in that second apron. The windows are smaller than you think. Yeah, Oklahoma City has to draft capital. You have to go all in now because you're going to start paying people. You still got guys on rookie contracts. You want to start paying people at some point.
It's damn near getting close to like how the NFL is built right now. Like you pretty much got to try to win a Super Bowl within the time frame of like your rookie quarterback, hoping that he's like legit by year 3. So year 4 and 5, you can go for it. Just like, why do you think Boston's front office is in a frenzy right now, as much winning as they are? Because they know that as much riches as Boston had, even they don't want to pay 2 people over $300 million while also still playing Drew close to a max. You playing Porzingis close to a max, and you playing Derek White, and then eventually you got to play freaking Pritchard. You're a freaking 6th, 7th man off your bench. You probably got to pay him $50 million just to stay in Boston. They incensed. This second apron is killing a lot of teams. And this is Boston we're talking about.
Eventually, you got to pay guys like Sam Hauser.
Sam Hauser, yeah. He's one
yeah.
Luke Cornett. That dude can shoot that thing. Like, I know Pritchard is the one that gets the most shot, but Sam Hauser can shoot that thing. Oh, my goodness.
Teams folded because you got to pay Sam Howell $40 million is a sickening, bro.
Them races in Boston will find a way, bro. They gotta have a white. They're
gonna conjure up red. They're gonna conjure up red. He gonna make it happen.
Man. I don't know. Sam Hauser just Gordon Hayward with a different release, dog. Like,
oh my.
That I'm saying though, bro. Y'all see the nigga play? Y'all see him play? Like,
that's disgusting.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Why is Pritchard more of a fan favorite than Tatum and Brown, bro? Fucking racist ass city, bro. You see Jason Tatum's IG post about soft superstar, bro? Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
I thought Kobe was his favorite player. Kobe would never post no shit like that, man.
Sam Presti, Oklahoma City, please beat these niggas, bro. I can't stand to see these niggas go back to back, bro. Like what? We need the MIDI to prevail, bro. We need SGA to prevail, bro. This analytics ball, 53 a game is ridiculous, bro. Somebody just stand up to this shit, bro. I can't take it, bro. And think about it though, Boston, they a lot of things come off a ball, but it's not like they're just jacking up bullshit, bro. They drive and kick, all that stuff, but all these teams are emulated, bro. Like just coming down, jacking up bullshit threes, bro. Like you're not doing what Boston does. Like actually watch Boston play, bro, they getting this shit off of ball movement.
Yeah.
And a lot of driving and kicking, bro. But some of these other teams try to mimic. They're just jacking up bullshit. They don't have the personnel.
And that's what I miss about the old NBA. Everybody had like their own identity.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you play Detroit's gonna bring their own brand of basketball. When you play the Rockets, they bring their own brand of basketball. The Knicks, the Wizards, etc., etc., etc. Now it's like I can blind watch two teams, just make the jerseys the same color or whatever. And I promise you, I can't tell who is who the way they play each other now. Like
it's crazy, bro.
I remember the days they were dunking on niggas 2-on-1 fast break.
I remember we did that in practice. We were sitting next game.
What?
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, me and my boy JB was talking about the other day, right? People talk about guys are more skilled now. Yeah, sure they're more skilled because they're allowed to do certain things that when we were coming up and like did the shit that they did. We got
on the bench.
Come here, son. To the bench.
On the bench.
Shit, even on Coach Carter, he made Timo Cruz sit down for taking that three.
Yeah, he was cooking. Yeah, he was shooting
That was rhythm.
lights
That was
out.
rhythm
Oh
three.
shit!
That was all
Yeah, he was
rhythm.
shooting the lights out.
I'm like, are you young niggas more skilled, or are you just allowed to get away with a lot of shit that we weren't allowed to get away with? The game was coached a certain way.
They're allowed to get away with a lot more.
And Kobe said it before, like, he passed away. A lot of these dudes in the NBA aren't playing basketball with a purpose, bro. Driving, kick, jack up three, but not everybody can do that. What is your purpose on being on the floor, bro? Like, look, the old Jordan, Kobe, Phil Jackson, Lakers, and Bulls teams, bro. You know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to run that triangle, and it was all these different things, but it was ran with a purpose. I'm not trying to sound like an old head and hey on the YNs, bro, but yeah, you niggas can dribble off the top of the key and do all this stuff with the ball, but you're not doing this shit with purpose, bro. Go watch old MJ film. Go watch some old Kobe film, bro. No wasted movements.
Hell, y'all even remember? Y'all remember on the JJ Redick and LeBron podcast when they was talking about players not knowing how to like visualize the play when it's flipped? Like at that point, I knew the game was cooked.
Like I'm not trying to be that old head guy, but damn, bro, like. You do
the IQ has dropped by the average basketball IQ has, in my opinion, has dropped.
And that's the reason why
that's the reason why Brian to do more 40. Stuff that's more skilled. But damn, bro, like the mindless basketball you see sometimes is ridiculous, bro. Like you said, there's no purpose. And then like you see a lot of wasted movements and stuff. Like a lot of guys will just stand at the top of the key, dribble. Yeah, it looks good, it's cool. It's good for like Instagram reels and TikTok reels, but then you do all that just to jack up some bullshit, like
and print that shit.
And that's the reason why Brian can still play this game at 40.
That and the man pays $1 million a year for his body.
True.
Respect, though. Respect, Greg. That's just invested in yourself, bro. But
the
game is so wide open, bro. Like, man, like I said, I'm not trying to be an old head, bro. I'm not trying to be that guy that. But go watch some old Jordan clips. Look at the spacing, bro. Look what he's like. To be able to maneuver in that small spacing and create angles and shots and.
My thing with Paul Pierce is Paul Pierce always just assumed that he was supposed to be in the upper echelon as like a match in a Kobe and LeBron. When it was like, bro, chill the fuck out, please. No. You're not in that stratosphere of NBA all timers. Like, but you are nice. You are nice, but you're not on that level.
You're nice, man.
D Wade is a good one. Before Bron and them came, because when D Wade had to have the ball in his hand a lot, that's a good one to look at. Especially if you're gonna talk about that finals game, and y'all know the game I'm talking about.
Shit, just watch Gilbert Arenas, bro. Look what he did.
He'll did what the fuck he want to do. Shit, Brandon Roy.
Y'all niggas want to be Steph Curry, but you can't do what Steph Curry does, man.
Yeah.
It's generational. I understand you want to emulate their grace and everything, but there's a reason why LeBron's only been one LeBron. As many people they compare to KD, there's only been one person that's been able to play like KD himself, Steph himself. Like, what we seeing from Wemby, this is totally different. He's generational. People are going to try to copy the formula, but you're not going to be able to because what we're seeing from him is just different. There are some people placing basketball history where you just look at it, it's like this person is just different. Like my man Skyhook, like Kareem, like
Kareem, yeah.
no, like as many people try to emulate that shot, he's the only one that perfected it. He was different. Like you just gotta be able to get with the program and be like, I gotta find another avenue because these people were just once in a lifetime players.
Somebody in like the 80s that kind of was like Wemby before Wemby, but the game was played different. Like Ralph Sampson, David Thompson, 7'2", 7'3", nimble, but they, obviously, because like I said, the game was coached different back then. But that's what Wemby. You want to find an example of like somebody that kind of like Wemby. Go look at those guys. And honestly, Wemby should look at their games too, because like Wemby, like I'm gonna challenge Victor Wembanyama, bro. If you listening, bro, here's my challenge, bro. Your ceiling is greatest of all time, bro. But if you jack up a bunch of threes, you'll never get there, bro.
Yeah, I knew he was going.
This is like, I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm not saying it should be a part of your game, bro. But when you start settling for that, when you forget that you're 7'3", you can literally dunk without even jumping, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, this is obviously you gotta win some rings and stuff, but man, like your ceiling is literally higher than anybody's ceiling who play the game. When you get there, is a whole other question. But that's my challenge, bro. Don't fall into the trap, bro. Please don't, bro. Like we all watched that Christmas Day game, bro. Like it was high level basketball.
Cinema.
You can be the face of this league, but you have to own it and play a certain way. I think he has the right mentality to do it, but it's really the style of play, bro. If you just fall to this trap of settling for threes, bro, you'll never hit your ceiling, bro. That's my challenge to Wembanyama. And really Anthony Edwards too, bro, because man, what, bro? It's like you have a skill set and then you start jacking up a bunch of threes. I mean, you're hitting them at a decent rate, but man, like you have a whole other aspect of your game that you can use effectively. It's like you're settling.
The Wolves are cooked. The Wolves are cooked this season, man. My boy complaining about double teams and shit. They cooked, man. So like, that's why I like watching him play. It's like, bro, stop trying to play like Harden when he was in Houston. Just get to your spot and make a move and get the bucket, man. LeBron time got the most points all time, and he wasn't just doing it because he was just dribbling all the way up the fucking court, and then he wanted to do some immaculate shit. No, he just got to the goddamn hoop. Call it a day.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
When Bron's in that mid post, bro, he catches, turns his face, and if he's going left, he's going to the rack, bro. It's automatic, bro. He's gonna face up, go to the rack, bro. If he's at the right, he might pull up for the midi, or he's gonna get to the cup, bro. Not a lot of wasted movements either. Now, occasionally, he'll dribble, do that sauce up three, but for the most part, no wasted movement, bro. There's a purpose with his movements, bro. A lot of you niggas on the court just out here, damn, bro, this basketball game's a mid-off, bro.
I know, man. But, yo, before we hop up, we know, hey, Corey, I know you wanted to give a special shout-out real quick.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me get my, let me pull this back up. So, and I was telling y'all in the chat, like, I got a homeboy that I work with. I was actually just talking about him a little earlier today. But, yeah, he has a daughter that actually plays volleyball, and what y'all know, like, we cover all sports. If it's something hot, send it to us. We're going to talk about it. Like, we may not talk about volleyball a whole lot, but we're going to get into covering it today. So my homeboy, J-Rob, his daughter, her name is Jurnee Robinson. She actually plays at LSU, and she's like one of the best. When I say the best, one of the best volleyball players in the entire country. Like, some of her accomplishments alone that she just backed up over, and she's a sophomore, by the way.
Sheesh.
So some of her accomplishments that she's already racked up: the 2024 Volleyball Magazine Honorable Mention All-American, 2024 AVCA Central All-Region Team, 2024 All-SEC Team, 2024 LSWA Player of the Year, 2024 All-Louisiana First Team, SEC Offensive Player of the Week 2 times, AVCA South Freshman of the Year, AVCA South All-Region Team, SEC All-Freshman Team. She just got countless amount of awards over the course of the past past couple years. She's leading I think they said that she's leading the country in kills. So she's averaging over 20 kills a game. That's incredible. And this is coming from a sophomore. Yeah, she's going crazy. She's setting like a lot of records. She's continuing to grow and she's going crazy. And if anybody knows anything about LSU, obviously we got BT on the mic right here. He'll tell you about everybody that went to LSU. She's met everybody from Shaq to Joe Burrow to Chase. Like, she knows these people. She's gotten the opportunity to just like pick their mind and learn from them. So like, when you want to get into volleyball, or if you want to learn anything about volleyball, I would definitely say that's someone that you should like try to see if you can pay attention to. Look up her, well, not look her up, but research her a little bit, see what she's doing. She has a lot of different interviews and everything, so she's going crazy down there.
All right.
Sure,
that's what's up, man. Respect.
Yeah. I'll say this one thing about volleyball. It has been going crazy lately. I know they I think they had like an E60 feature or some feature about Nebraska volleyball, and I think Penn State just won the women's volleyball championships or whatever. I think it was Penn State. But that sport is growing. It's actually one of my favorite sports to watch around the for the Olympics, because I mean they show it when it's live. They show a lot of reruns of it. So yeah. Now shout out to her, and shout out to everybody that's doing their thing in volleyball.
Yep.
Good stuff, man. But yeah, if there's anything else, like, as you know, we didn't really get much of it because, you know, we just got to a real good hoop discussion, but we do got NFL playoffs this upcoming weekend. Me personally, I mean, y'all know who I'm going for. Ain't much to say.
Hey, honestly, I can't wait for that matchup.
Hopefully, you know, this rematch we get things done. But me personally, I'm rooting for a lot of road wildcard teams, except for the Steelers. Outside that, I hope everybody else do work. I really think that Bills Denver game is going to be probably a little more interesting than I give credit for. Bills still might pull it out, but I think Denver defense is going to be a little issue for Josh Allen. But I hope that's still a good game. But I think we're going to have another crazy NFL postseason, and I'm looking forward to that. So, any last takes before we hop off, fellas, about NFL? Anything?
I'll just say, AFC. Yeah, I'll be rooting for the Ravens and the Bills. I know they'll play each other probably in the divisional round. So I think whoever loses that game is going to have a tough off season. And the NFC, I'm cool with anybody there except for the Bucks. So, but yeah, man, hopefully we have a good postseason.
All right.
Hey, almost all my ops gone, so I don't give a fuck what goes on. I'm just looking for some good football. When Denver gets up out of there, all of my ops out of there, so I can enjoy it.
If the Lions somehow get to the Super Bowl, boy, I need Big Meech there.
I do.
Yeah.
Before I know y'all gonna hate this, but it was a request. I do gotta give a shout out to my boy CP. He's been waiting for the Broncos to get into the playoffs for a minute, so I told him I'd give him a shout out because that's the bro and everything. You know, JD Fight still winning Rookie of the Year over Bo Nix, but it's all love and everything.
Fuck Sean Payton.
Yeah.
Shout out CP. Shout out CP.
Yeah, that's fine, but fuck Sean Payton.
But yeah, that's all I got, man.
I'm gonna say is, bro, man, whatever devil magic or devil's work y'all got going on in Kansas City, bro, it has to come to an end, bro.
Please.
No,
please.
Just send that shit to BOA. Send it to the bank. Send it to the bank.
I'm gonna just put it on Front Street. I do not like these niggas, dog. I respect Patrick Mahomes, but I do not like these niggas, dog.
Dog, y'all don't understand, son. Taylor, her last name is Swift. She's a witch. She's a witch, bro. Why you think? You think it's a coincidence, bro? You think this is a coincidence?
Bro, they sacrificing children under Arrowhead, bro.
You think Travis Kelce gave up the swagger on purpose?
He sacrificed.
Bro, they
that.
sacrificing children under their head, bro.
That's a clone. That's a Travis Kelce clone.
Look, man. Kansas City got people dressing up as wolves and during the day and robbing banks at night, man. Like that's just a wild. That's just a wild.
Hey, yo.
Okay, man. Let me stop.
Speaking of racism, bro, that Midwest KC racism is hard too, bro.
Boy.
I don't know how Patty Mahomes Sr. deal with it, man. He a better man than me.
That nigga high.
Hey man, where you got a $500 million son, man? It's easy to deal with it. It's easy to deal with it.
I know he got his own press box at the games, man. He ain't dealing with that foolishness.
Taylor Swift, Britney, and Jackson in the same book? Hell no. Give me my own suite.
Yeah.
All right, man. As always, shout out to my boy Dave. Dave, what we tell the people, man? First one of the year, man. What we tell these folks, man?
Hey, man, new year, you already know the deal. Subscribe to the pod. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. If you like this episode, make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so that you always stay up to date on when we put out content. Follow us on all the podcast streaming platforms. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, X. Now shout out to Dre for the tickets to go see USC Maryland last night. Hell of a game. Yeah, sorry the Terps lost, but I think the Terps are having a hell of a season. They're gonna be a problem. They're gonna be a problem this season.
Shout out to Cheyenne, man. Cheyenne said was hoop last night for the county, man. Shout out to her, man.
For sure. And I just want to put prayers up to everyone out in LA dealing with the fire.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, we see that the Vikings-Rams game got moved to Arizona, so hopefully they're still able to play and everybody's family is safe and everything. But yeah, prayers up to everybody that's out there. Hope y'all staying safe and getting to where y'all need to go. But if you want to shout out on this show, the instructions are in the description. Yeah, just make sure that you go to that link, follow the instructions, do what you need to do. We'll shout you out on here, and email us. If you want to be on here, we can try to make that happen.
All right. And with that, we got my boy C Note. We got the boy Dave, Dr. Dave Esquire.
Yeah.
We got 910's finest BT. Then, we got the man that's always holding Charlotte down. We got my boy T. As me, it's Dre from PG. And I'm hopeful this year, 2025, we can bring y'all a lot of joy with our next few episodes.
Not for 1.5 million. Not for 1.5 million.
No, you can pay me 1.5 million.
We're not giving out. You can give us 1.5. We're not giving.
If you want to give me 1.5 million an episode, hey, I crank these motherfuckers out to the tape. What you mean?
Oh shit.
Well, with that, we Sassing 4. We out. Keep running that new Jello up. Everybody tweaking these days.
Word, man, that corner. Whoa.